Hello, my lights. How's everybody doing today? All right, welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. I hope everybody is having a great day today. We're going to dive right in and see what messages Spirit may have for us today. And we're starting out with the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So this is a good time to remind everybody, guys, if you want to help support the channel, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Also, you can hype the video. That helps me tremendously. What I'm seeing here, though, guys, is some of you, or at least one of you, is trying to prevent this feminine, or this empath, I should say, could go either way, feminine, masculine, from moving on. This person feels that it is time, for whatever reason, to do just that. She's using, I keep saying she, so I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to say she. She's using her intuition on this whole situation, this scenario. Now, this might be a relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be, you know, something else. But I do see that she feels something stirring in her spiritually, that it is time to move on and move on with her life. All right. Whereas you are, you know, thinking that she is your world and you really, really want her to stay. This is breaking your heart. You don't want her to leave. You don't want her to start over without you. So it looks like you're doing whatever you possibly can to try to prevent her from moving on. But I do see the ending here, unfortunately. Okay. So the more you try to fight this, the harder, unfortunately, it's going to be for you. The more sadness you're going to experience, okay? And Spirit wants me to look at this layout. Spirit wants me to tell you something here. So listen up, listen carefully, okay? So they're saying, yes, this relationship must end. Some things are just, you know, temporary. Some things are meant to just get some closure. Maybe you knew each other in another life and you are now gathering closure, or you already got the closure and it's now time to move on. Just means that there's other things in store for you that you need to move into, okay? This is creating a lot of confusion for you. You're not fully understanding why this person wants to distance themselves from you, because you are still feeling much love and emotion in your heart for them, all right? So in the middle, we have the wheel. This is going to feel like one of the most important things to you in your life is moving away from you, is leaving. It's going to be, I'm going to send you some love, lots of love and healing light for this, but it will make it easier if you don't try to fight it, and just know in your heart it is not meant to be. There's something else getting readied up for you. So we have the sadness here, and we have you, Aquarius. You are the superstar, the light, and you are meant to do great things, but you're not meant to stay with this person. All right. I know these things can be extremely painful. And again, you know, I'm wishing you lots of love and light here. All right, let's continue. That would be healing light I'm sending you. All right, here I'm seeing a masculine. You're going to go through this transitionary period of some sort. You are showing up as the Emperor. So something is going to, you might not be doing well with something. It might be your health. You might be just not in a good place. Let's put it that way, okay? But the cards are saying this is going to happen very quickly. Something is going to happen, and you are going to quickly go through this transitionary period and come to a lot of realizations about your life. And this transition is going to bring you into a whole new perception of where you want to be in life. And I do see doors are going to open, the same doors that are going to align with the new things that you are, you know, deciding that you want to do. they're just going to come into an alignment. So this is going to be like a divine alignment, so to speak. So your divinity is going to come into play right as you go through this transition, which is coming in very quick, by the way. So expect this transition to come in fast. And this is being divinely guided for you. And I do see they have the moon over here, meaning that this is about things that are going on that you are unaware of. These are spiritual matters, okay? And these are things that are meant to be. All right, so let's just continue and see what else we have. All right, so here I'm seeing, and it goes back to what we've been discussing lately, guys, about having complete faith in your divinity, in the universe, okay? So when things go the opposite way of how you want them to go, just go with it. I mean, that doesn't mean that if you have control to change something that's going bad right in front of you, you don't want to let an animal run in front of a car if you can quickly grab it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when things go wrong and you're very emotional and there's nothing you can do to control it, stop it, change it. At that point, have faith in the universe. It's not meant to be. There's something else that you're meant to come into. All right. And some of these things, I get it, they're very painful, and it's very hard in that moment to remember this and to think this way. But the more you accept what the universe has in store for you, the easier your life will flow, the happier you will be, and you will just stop fighting. You will have this very strong faith that you are being guided. And once you give in to that, things are going to change completely in your life for the better. Okay. So the clarity, I'm seeing the clarity card here. There's people that are going to get this intense clarity regarding something that's coming in, as it's going to look like some type of, an option that's going to open up, a door that's going to open up, an opportunity. Okay. This is something I feel that you're going to have an opportunity. I'm speaking to a feminine here. You're going to have an opportunity to clear something up with this other feminine who could be a friend, a sister, a family member, but there is someone in your circle with whom there's been judgment between the two of you. And you might feel like it's been one-sided, but I want you to just take a deep breath and think about what I'm about to say to you. Did you also, have some comebacks? So sometimes, and being an empath, when we think about it this way, we can do this very easily, guys. I call it getting beneath the layers. So putting yourself in someone else's shoes, not just trying to understand, but I'm sure there were things said back and forth. So the things that you came back with might have been equally hurtful and judgmental, right? So that's why the judgment card is in the middle. It's giving you a chance to really take a deep look at not just how you were treated, not just how this person treated you, but be honest. Be honest with yourself. Did you kind of come back and use that as an excuse? Well, they came at me first. All right, in the fifth dimension, it doesn't work like that, guys. We are ourselves no matter what other people are doing. So if you want to see yourself as a very positive, decent, good human being with a good heart that is going to be kind to yourself and others, which is what the fifth dimension is all about, then you need to understand that when somebody says something or does something, instead of getting defensive and letting your ego get involved, just look at the source, okay? Look at, people act the way they act for different reasons. Maybe they were abused when they were young. Maybe they're walking around with a lot of anger and hate and hurt in their heart for whatever reason. Could have come from abuse. So we don't want to judge, even when people judge us, okay? We want to rise above that. And when you're a fifth dimensional being, you're going to do just that. You're going to release that person with love, and understand that they're vibrating lower than you and they still have a ways to go. Okay? So, but you're going to have a chance to clear things, these matters up with this feminine. All right? It's coming up soon, by the way. So it could be maybe on the holiday that's upcoming. I know all of you, I have people from everywhere, all over the world tuning into the channel. I'm thrilled about that, and I'm so excited to have you here. Appreciate all of you. All right, but just know that, you know, I'm going on and on, but this is going to happen very soon. All right, I'm seeing some kind of movement with this father and son here toward something wow, all right, so something celebratory coming in that you're going to be hearing about. I feel like this could be somebody letting you know about some happy situation in the family or in somebody's family that you're very close to, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, I don't know, you're going to get an invitation to a birthday party, some kind of celebration. You're going to hear about this, okay? You're going to be invited. All right, so let's continue. I'm seeing balance here after a time of defensiveness for this relationship, all right? So I feel like the defensiveness mostly in this relationship regards money, fights about money, arguments, bumping heads over money, okay? There's good news here around your money. In the scheme of things, I see so much money that is going to be coming into you guys. Don't destroy your relationship before that happens, okay? Because it looks to me like in regards to everything else, you get along great, okay? So don't destroy your relationship over money. It's not worth it, okay? Unless you're living with a bum who refuses to work and is perfectly capable, okay? All right, so here I'm seeing, wow, this is interesting. I see this feminine here, and I feel like someone around you is very toxic, and they're in people's ears. Like this could be in your family's ear, in your friends, something. This person is part of the cycle or circle, part of the family or part of the friendships. And I see that this person is sneaky and has toxic thinking, toxic thoughts, angry thoughts, but they don't show this. They put on an act, okay? They put on a front. This person totally puts on a front, okay? But is always thinking in negative ways about everybody. This person has issues, just like what we were just talking about. This person feels trapped inside their body because they're not happy with themselves. They feel like they've been ignored their whole lives. People don't notice them. People see them as they're invisible when they're in crowds or around friends. And this doesn't, it's kind of an illusion, sort of, kind of, but they see it like they're not getting the attention that they want, that people are noticing everybody else but them. They're like invisible. And so they've created this illusion that nobody likes me, everybody, comes before me, people are mean to me, and they have all this going on, and they have it out for you. They see you as this beautiful person. I feel like you're maybe a single mom or a mother, all right? And they see how good you are to your family, the rest of your family perhaps, or your family. I'm not quite sure the connection to this person, but you're definitely connected to this person. And I see that they're trying to turn people against you, trying to find something where, people will maybe start to go, oh yeah, you're right about that. Just, yeah, this person is on the verge, like right on the edge where they're almost evil, okay? Wow. All right, so somebody is having a tower moment. You're feeling stuck in a relationship. This relationship, the reason you're feeling this way, Aquarius, is you've stayed too long. All right, you've stayed too long. You've stayed past your boundaries, your emotional boundaries. You've been feeling, maybe it's turned into like an anger because you've been staying in this very unhappy relationship. You've not been happy. It doesn't mean that you're with a bad person. It just means that it's just not working for you, but you've chose to stay for a long time in this relationship, and it's created a lot of emotional buildup, a negative buildup. Now you're having a tower moment. It's come to the point where it's just blowing up, okay? So my advice to you is try not to take it out on the person you're with, but it's time to release yourself and the person you've been with, okay? Once you do that, you're both on your way to a happier life. You are releasing a person that you once loved very much and once respected very much, and giving them a new lease on life, as well as yourself. You're not bringing harm to them. You're not stabbing them in the back or hurting them. All right? No one should have to stay in an unhappy place for any length of time. All right? And when we put ourselves on that pedestal that I always tell you to do, to raise your vibration and think the most of yourself, okay, that is when we can reach that point when we have a different understanding as far as how we're operating in life. All right, your happiness is vital. Everything has to work around you. It is not selfish, okay? You have to create your life. Otherwise, you would just be bringing people in from third world countries, inviting them into your house, right? I'm being a little, over the top here, because I'm trying to show you, like, you have choices. We choose everything in our lives, guys. It's time to take responsibility. Every person we've brought into our circle, every person that we've, made a decision to get involved with on a romantic level, husbands, wives, family members we've chosen to get close to. These are all our choices, okay? So if we're entirely unhappy, well, we've made a lot of bad choices, right? And you can start to disengage from all the negativity and do it one little, piece at a time. People, places, and things that are dragging you down and creating unhappiness in your life, well, they need to go, all right? So staying in this place until the pain is just so excruciating that you're experiencing this, okay? This isn't the way to go, but the person I'm speaking to, I'm sending you love and light, okay? Also, guys, good time to remind you, if you're interested in getting a reading, I do offer them. You can click on the description below the video and email me. All right, here I'm seeing once you get away from the stuckness, and this tower moment is just going to disappear. It's going to dissipate. You're going to feel relief, a sigh of relief, okay? You may not feel deliriously happy right off the bat, but you are going to feel a great release once you relieve yourself of this pain. And I am seeing that you will be moving on very quickly and not feeling the pain for long. I'm seeing the happiness. It's going to take a little bit, but then in a short while, it looks like you're going to be feeling very happy once again. All right, I'm seeing here something, somebody's trying to be strong in the workplace, it looks like, okay, because there's all kinds of stuff going on. You're feeling really stuck. You don't know what to do in this situation. You're making a decision about it now, or you're trying to. You're going over some things. You're going back and forth. You're weighing things out in your head. But there's definitely something going on here at the workplace that is making you feel like people just are phony and fake, right? They're just being fake. And this is basically giving you a bad taste regarding your career or the job place, all right? Now, I want you to think about this. I want you to think hard and long about, is this the place you're working at and the people there, or is this what you're actually doing in life, okay? If you like what you're doing, but you can't stand the people you're working with because they're fake and phony, then it's time to move on and you know, check out a new place. All right, so it's important to separate the two, and not start hating what you're doing because, you know, the job is making you miserable. All right, guys, there is a victory coming in here regarding your money. I'm talking to people who right now are struggling their asses off, specifically. All right, you're feeling left out in the cold financially. You might have lost your job, you might have gotten laid off, you may have had gone through all your money in your bank account and you're on your last, you know, few bucks or what have you. Something is about to open up for you, something amazing. I see the card of burden in the center, so you're going through it. And I am speaking to my lovelies that are just feeling you're at your wits' end financially and you're scared. You don't know what your future's going to look like, okay? There's things that you want that have a connection to money. And I'm seeing a new financial situation opening up for you, bringing in this victory. All right? Is there anything more you can give us on that, Spirit? They're just saying, hang in there. All right. You might feel like you're at your wits' end. You're almost at the end where you just want to give up, but there's a justice coming in for you. All right. So hold tight. You're a strong person. You have very tight boundaries. You don't get knocked down easily. You are an Aquarius. Okay. I'm seeing justice is coming in for you. There's movement with this. And this is going to be something that you've thought about for a long time. This card represents that you're almost there. You're almost at the finish line, okay? So they're saying, just keep your chin up, hang in there, look at this. Look at this, okay? And look at this. Amazing, all right? So you might be feeling heartbroken right now, or like you took a big hit of some kind. All right, but I am seeing here a lot of money coming in with the Nine of Pentacles. You're going to feel like that word we were talking about, satiated. And thank you guys for looking that up. That was very helpful. That is the word that I saw in my mind. And I do see that you are going to manifest this in on your own. And if you're forgetting that you have these spectacular powers right now, you do, okay? But you cannot let yourself be sad and be down in the dumps and have your vibration down here. You must raise your vibration to be able to manifest in this whole thing here. There's a lot to this card. This is not just having a lot of money, but it's a feeling of being satiated, being happy, feeling secure, and knowing that you don't have to worry anymore about anything, okay? So you might be a person too who absolutely loves nature, and it's good for you right now to go into a park or the forest or some type of nature bearing place so that you can raise your vibration. This is going to raise your vibration, guys, and try out hugging a tree. That's supposed to be very awesome. You know, they're saying that trees are sentient. Do you know what that is? That's amazing. That means they think and feel. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Okay, so yeah, they're also saying that that's going to be AI in a few years if it hasn't started already, which is pretty scary. But oh, I can't scare people on my channel. People, people. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. But I guess some people are operating in such fear right now because they're watching every little thing. Guys, 80% of what you're watching isn't even the truth. Okay, and you're scared shitless. Okay, don't look at it anymore. Ignore it. All right, just pay attention to the positive things because that will put you somewhere in the middle at least. Okay, so in that timeline where you're in the center, moving toward the right, which is the fifth dimension, toward the left is the third. So you don't want to look at that stuff anymore, right? Because this is where you're moving toward. And so raise your vibration by putting yourself on a pedestal, telling yourself that everything you're doing, if you're lighting a candle, drawing a bath, making a meal for yourself, say it. Say, my intention for making this meal is to love and nurture myself. And do it again and again and again all day long until you feel that love for yourself, okay? And it will happen. And then I'm seeing some new beginning coming in. All right, so you can have this new beginning with all of this money and health and happiness. You can manifest it in, okay? And I'm also seeing someone coming in for you when you do this, when you're ready and you get this manifestation thing down. I'm seeing a new start for you with your finances, but I'm also seeing a new start regarding love, okay? So I'm going to end on that note. I hope you guys enjoyed today's reading. I hope it resonated for some. And do not live your life in fear, guys. Please don't do that. Have faith. Have faith. You're on a spiritual channel. Okay, so you must have some connection to spirit. I know that some of you have a big connection to spirit, but there's others that maybe are just opening up to it, just starting. Okay, when you give it up to spirit and you trust, you are going to, your life is just going to be easier. It's going to go smoother and easier, and you will be happier. All right, so I will see you guys tomorrow.